Introduction: Horrors on Our Planet. A man, environment, and its pollution are closely related concepts. Active environment pollution led to global environmental problem, destruction of the environment of the mankind existence. Increasing human pressure may ultimately lead to disappearance of the mankind as biological species. One of the causes is garbage. Today, the mankind has various structure of different wastes of household and industrial origin, which gradually collecting turned into the real disaster for the planet. Generation of waste in modern cities on the average makes 300–400 kilograms per man a year, and this figure is constantly growing. Polygon storage and unauthorized dumps lead to waste burning and exhalation to the atmosphere of a vast number of the most dangerous toxic agents, such as benzopyrene, dioxins, furans, and many others. Even if polygon and dump don't combust, enormous number of methane and hydrogen sulfide exhales to the atmosphere by means of natural processes of organic matter oxidation. They poison surrounding areas, creating greenhouse effect. Is there a way out? There are many ways of waste processing, but unfortunately today it is beyond the capabilities of any offered way to provide safe destruction of garbage. It's difficult to use existing methods corresponding to environmental specifications because of unreasonably high energy consumption of manufacturing process and high cost of the equipment. There is only one way out: application of the method of thermal breakdown in swirl-type combustion chambers. Here, the cost of the equipment and energy consumption are not very high. Installation for safe medical and biological waste disposal differs from the incinerators which are used in mass scale for this purpose by its lower rates of emissions in flue gas, such as benzopyrene, dioxins, and furans, which are dangerous pollutants. Also, it is characterized by 4–5 times lower diesel fuel consumption. The main differences of the supposed installation from the incinerators of mass use are: possibility of thermal destruction management, lack of dead areas in reactor where the oxidation process is implemented not by the optimal characteristic, which leads to pathogenic microflora emission. Lack of expensive filters of flue gas, which accumulates pollutants of the class 2 of the dangerous goods classification and requires regular replacement. Lower power consumption in view of effectiveness of the technological process. Process of pathogenic microflora destruction of the biological objects progresses in the low-pressure thermochemical reactor, which excludes any dangerous atmospheric emissions. All the waste products are loaded into reactor without package leakage. The process in the reactor is carried out at 600–900 degrees Celsius. Ash undergoes 850 degrees Celsius thermal treatment. Flue gases are passed through the zone of high temperatures, which is not below 1350 degrees Celsius. It helps to neutralize any pathogenic microflora. Hot flue gases are subjected to abrupt cooling, tempering, which prevents from dioxins and furans formation. When purchasing equipment in countries with a warm climate, it is possible to install extra water cooling system. Also, there is a hot flue final gas recycling system to save energy resources. At the output from the apparatus, there are class 4, according to the dangerous goods classification, ash and flue gases, which correspond with the dangerous substances and explosive atmospheres regulations, number EC 200676. The system of chemical purification of combustion gases allows to exclude, or essentially in tens or hundreds thousand times in comparison with incinerators, reduce emissions of such dangerous pollutants as benzopyrene, dioxins, furans, and many others. Existing incinerators can't cope with the solution of such problems, even using filters of combustion gases. The suggested wasted processing plant solves this problem. Process flow chart of this plant is organized in such a way that there is no need in filters usage, and this points to the fact of the disposal process quality. Indirect measure of the suggested plant advantage, in contrast to a numerous group of incinerators, is the absence of smell while the waste disposal and colorless smoke from the funnel. Additional advantage of the suggested plant is the ease of installation and following maintenance. The plant is mounted in standard 20-foot container and could be built up by autonomous diesel generator set, carrying by road. By the static allocation, the equipment is mounted on the flat ground. In this case, there is no need to build a footing. For the input of the wasted products, the loading system can be installed, either in the form of microlift, skip hoist loader or hydraulic manipulator. For the unloading of the wasted products, the automated ash handling system is provided with the usage of hydraulic pushers and screw with motor drive. For the control of the wasted combustion gases and managing of the microdosage devices that supply chemical agents, gas analyzers are used. Technical specification of the waste processing plant. Thermochemical reactor extent from 800 liters to 3000 liters. Charging point dimensions, diameter from 600 to 800 millimeters. Processing rate from 50 kilograms to 250 kilograms of the wasted products per hour. Weight of the plant from 4 to 7 tons. Diesel fuel consumption from 100 grams to 500 grams per 1 kilogram of wasted products. The less there are wasted products, the more is consumption. Principle used in the work of the suggested plant is developed and patented in the Russian Federation. The medical, biological and hard domestic waste processing plant is developed, produced and certificated in the Russian Federation. This plant was put into operation use in 2011 on the territory of the Yaroslavl region of the Russian Federation. Recycling of waste problem solution, problem of the present and the future of the planet.